PA. The Fantastic Sports Show starts now.
Here we are, Fox 29, Philadelphia. It's me, the Philly captain, and it's time to get fantastic.
From Fox 29 News, this is the Fantastic Sports Show, sponsored by Wawa.
Here we go on a Monday night. The Philly captain will be in the house. Here we are. And it's great to have him, but what's coming up here tonight, Breland?
All right, well, we've got a little bit of some...
Alex Rodriguez, you stink, and I don't like you. Big Papi, I like you, though. Angel Hernandez, you stink, and I don't like you. For my friend...
Yes! And here he is, the Philly captain. Do you tell people your real name, or should we just stick with the Philly captain?
Just do the Philly captain. There it is.
All right.
I live the life of a wrestler. I just live by the fake name.
I like it.
I think all of Philly can agree with Angel Hernandez sucking.
Right.
Or, no, stinking. I think you say you
He
stink.
stinks. He stinks, and I don't like him.
A-Rod, yep.
A-Rod's a bum. He's a cheater.
Yep.
Does steroids. Don't like him.
I
No
love
good.
how he just gave you the little, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, he's one of those. He's like one of those people who's trying to be peaceful, but he's a cheater. We all know he's a cheater. He did steroids.
Yes, he did.
All
He's
righty.
a bum.
You ready to have some fun here? Let's tee this thing up, and we are gonna, first things first, start with a little football. Now, we know that the Eagles had the weekend off. It was very... Now we are at the halfway point of the season, and we can kind of start to look and see who might be the potential competition here in the NFC.
The national media having a blast talking about how great the Niners are, how great the Cowboys look. They both had lopsided victories over the weekend. And the Eagles are like the Rodney Dangerfield of the NFL. They get no respect.
We went to the Super Bowl last year, right?
Yep.
Pretty much kept the same roster. Everybody's doing healthy.
Yep.
I think we're in first place, right?
Yep.
No, let's talk about the Cowboys. They're doing fantastic.
Exactly.
That's how it feels, though, sometimes, you know, when you're looking around. And I remember we talked about it, about the ESPN graphic of the power rankings and how the Eagles were 7th. And I remember seeing are they a real 8-1 or is this fraudulent? Come on.
Didn't we just beat the Cowboys the other night? Stinking Giants for... Speaking of stinking.
That's a PB.
They stink.
That's a PB.
Can I get a Giants you stink?
Giants stink, and I don't like them.
Yeah.
They're garbage. They are straight garbage.
I don't like you. So, you know, I mean, and Brock Purdy is your core. I still, you know, talk about not respecting. I don't respect him. I don't think he's done enough. He hasn't won anything.
That's fair.
George Kittle's great. Some of the players are great, but Brock Purdy's got to come into the Link and win a game before I think he's for real, and that's not going to happen.
They didn't do that last year. They sure lost to us.
That's right.
We manhandled them.
That's right, we did.
That was a great game.
It was a
I love
good
that game. That was a good time.
Do you feel any sense of, you know, I don't want to say intimidation because that's not the right word, but do you feel any sense of concern
from who?
Here, from any of these teams? You got the Lions. They're doing well.
The Super Bowl. I'm just waiting for the Super Bowl. Look, we are going to handle whoever comes to us.
Yep.
They're going to have to come to our house because we're the best team in the NFC. We're the best fans in football, so nobody's going to come into our house and beat us. We're going back to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
It's just we just got to wait. That's the worst part.
Let's look at the schedule. Here's what the Eagles have in store for them. You got that bye week, now the Chiefs. Then you got the Bills, who just lost a terrible game to the Broncos.
Boy.
The Bills stink.
Yeah.
Bills are frauds.
I think when we look at the schedule here, at the beginning of the season, I would have said this is so formidable. This is such a really terrible stretch. But, you know, we saw the 49ers lose a string of games there in a row. They look mortal. The Bills certainly are nothing to really talk about. And then, you know, the Cowboys, we already saw what they're capable of, and it was a win for the Eagles.
This is a ranking of sort of who has the toughest schedule, the strength of schedule. And Dallas, you know, number 6 on this list. Philadelphia, 23 on the list, as you see their schedule. And San Francisco, number 9 on this list. So... you got to take care of business. Bottom line is you got to win the games that you got to play.
We got to play the Giants 2 times.
Well, that's
right. So we're already 10-1.
There you go.
Right. So I mean, it's easy. We're just going to cruise into the playoffs, get the first seat. It's just, who cares about the strength of schedule?
So here's our go vote. Which remaining game on the Eagles' schedule worries you the most? Chiefs, Bills, Niners, or Cowboys? And most
literally
of you say
no
Chiefs.
one is voting for the Bills.
I mean, 0%. right now saying the Bills are you're concerned about. You know, that Niners game is going to be a big-time measuring stick game, but it's here at the Link, and so, you know, they just should take care of business here.
Who's picking the Cowboys?
I don't
You know
know.
what? Probably those Cowboys fans
Yeah,
that
who
live
are here.
in the city.
What do you have to say about those fans who live here? You know,
They're garbage people. I don't like them.
Yeah.
They stink and they smell.
And you do not like
I do
them.
not
Yeah.
like them. As a matter of fact, most people from Philadelphia hate the Dallas Cowboys because of the Philadelphia Cowboys fans.
That's right.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Let's go to the fan cam.
You need not look over your shoulder if you're the Philadelphia Eagles.
Exactly.
I agree with that.
I mean, you got to win this game against if they beat the Niners and they beat the Cowboys again, will there be any question who the best team in the NFC is?
No.
How is even there a question right now? Because as of today, the Eagles are the best team in the NFC. Let's go back to the fan cam.
As things stand now, obviously the Eagles are leading the NFC, but the Lions are not far behind.
I agree.
Maybe it's the fact that they haven't won games pretty, right? The games have been closer than they needed to be. You know, they beat, remember the early on, the Patriots game, and then after that was Minnesota coming here, and they just kind of squeaked by. So they didn't impress. Maybe it wasn't pretty enough. I don't know. Was this a beauty contest?
I mean,
yeah.
a win's a win, right?
That's right. That's what we've been saying.
8-1,
Yeah.
right? That's all, yeah.
Let's go back to the fan cam.
We are 8-1 for a reason. Y'all got to stop this. The second half of the schedule. Oh, they're filling up Eagles.
Shirley.
Shirley has me ready to run through a wall right now.
Shirley sitting in this chair tomorrow. You love Shirley?
Who doesn't love Eagles,
Right.
Shirley? She's the best.
Yeah, so much love for her, and I can't wait to see her. All right, let's go back to the fan cam.
I'm worried about the Niners. The Niners look good.
I feel like that's a fair take.
I know.
If you have to pick one, I feel like that's a fair
Philly
take.
Captain, you're not worried about the Niners.
No, I'm just wondering, why is everybody who watches your show so hairy? Everybody has a beard. Everybody has a long mane of hair.
That's good.
Guys, go out, get a haircut. Look good. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be on TV. Maybe spruce yourself up before you send in the
selfie
cameo.
video.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah, we could maybe get a makeover, but we love our fan cam.
No, yeah,
right?
yeah. Don't mean to bash your fans.
Yeah.
They're not all as handsome as you are.
Tell them they don't stink.
You guys don't stink,
Okay.
and I like you.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Okay, if you want to weigh in here, 215-915-PHAN, send in a selfie-style video, just like you saw some of our friends like Shirley and John do.
Well, that works out for Andy Reid, doesn't it?
Yeah.
First win against the Cowboys.
And a lot more since then, right?
Yeah, yes.
Welcome back into the Phantastic Sports Show. Still hanging out with the Philly Captain. And now we're going to use this time. This is usually our 2-minute drill segment, but we're actually going to use this time to get to know you a little bit better.
If you don't know the Philly Captain, he's on YouTube. He's prolific. He's at every Phillies game. But you're more of a lover of all things Philadelphia, the history. You'll take us on tours. You can check him out on YouTube. What's your just at
YouTube, at the Philly Captain, everywhere.
But your voice just gets me every time because your voice just carries in a stadium. Only the greats have been heckled by you. And it would be my honor if you heckled me just for a moment.
Well, I was going to, Jason, I don't know if I can really heckle you because you're so handsome. You got that. He's like Stone Phillips handsome with that beard. He's a beautiful beard.
Come on.
So listen. So then I Googled a picture of Jason Martinez without a beard.
Oh.
And now I understand why you have the beard. He looks great with the beard, but without the beard,
So
you kind of look like me.
So hey, Jason.
Hey, Jason, don't
Okay.
I don't care. Listen, whoever comes in and owns Fox 29 after this guy, and they go, hey, we want you to shave your beard so you look like a real reporter. Say, no, I am too ugly for that.
Ugly.
Let me be this beard.
This is a video of you heckling an Atlanta Brave.
I am here to torture you for 9 innings. Well, not maybe half an inning. No, a little bit more. What are both of them? I'm done. Am I done? All right. You stink like don't like you. Yo, Perez, you're a grumpy Gus. All the kids on TikTok say you take the L. Take the L, brother. All right, Eddie, your nightmare's over. Yo, Eddie, let me get that ball. Come on, give it to me, Eddie. Come on, Eddie, give me that ball. All right, Eddie, I'm going to leave you alone tonight, buddy. I'm sitting in the suites. So I'm not going to bother you because I'm too good for you, Eddie. Have a good series, buddy.
Oh, Eddie Perez, of all people to heckle, and just is he just an easy target?
You know what he did? He responded, and that's a message to anybody out there. Don't respond to the haters, because that just makes them hate more. But now we have like a weird friendship now. We kind of like...
He knows you're coming.
He knows the voice. When he hears the voice, you can see his body just like collapse. It's great.
In that series against the Braves last year, did you give Spencer Strider an earful who said he didn't want to hear from fans?
I kind of did, but during the playoffs, I get a little respectful. I don't want to be the jinx, so I'm kind of but he does something really goofy when he warms up. Before he throws a warm-up pitch, he spits and he steps on it. What a weirdo.
Oh.
What a weirdo.
He lost the game.
I want everybody to know that. Spencer Strider is a weirdo.
Have you gotten over the Phillies loss? You've been to 80-something Phillies games this year. You're over it.
Listen, I'm a Phillies fan. They played 140 seasons. They've won 2 championships. I'll be all right, cuz.
All right.
It's all right. We got the best team in baseball. We just had a bad skid going during the playoffs. We'll be okay.
He's got a tattoo. He's got a tattoo. Can we see it?
Oh, yeah.
Bring the leg
What
up on
is
the
it?
table.
Is it in an appropriate spot?
I got ones in
I didn't warn you. There it is. We can see it. That's it. The Philly Fanatic. You got that.
Philly Fanatic.
Yeah. So you're a true fan. You go. You sit in the bleachers. You heckle like you.
Yeah, I used to sell water ice in Philadelphia water ice in the stands. That's how I started working in the water ice stand, and then I started going to the games, and I became friends with everybody. And I practically live at the ballpark in the summer.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, we're looking at Trey Turner here. Jack Fritz from WIP says he started this whole "let's cheer for Trey Turner" thing, but this gentleman here says you had a role in that as well. You deserve a little bit of credit for that.
I think all the fans deserve credit. For one man to take credit for a large fire, there were many logs to start that fire, and for one man to get that pat on the back, I think is kind of crazy. And for that man not to give credit to me was kind of even more crazier, but that's all right. I'll be okay.
Hey, Jack Fritz. Do you want to say it?
No, I don't say his name. I don't even talk about that radio station no more. After Butch Vermani Young left, guess what? I'm done with that
All
station.
right, well, you're here with the Fantastic Sports Show.
Well, guys, if you want to weigh in here, because we have so much more to talk about still coming up, 215-915-PHA, and you know what to do. Send in the selfie-style videos. We'll be back with more with the Philly captain in just a little bit. I am happy for him as well. Welcome back, of course, to the Fantastic Sports Show. Philly captain still hanging out with us, and Tyrese Maxey.
He's a grown man.
Points. Yeah, I know, but he's just... I feel like so many Sixers fans just like absolutely adore him because he's just... We watched him kind of grow up.
He's our homegrown.
Yeah,
he's our own.
And now we get to see him drop a 50-piece in a performance. I mean, it's just been such a great pleasure to watch him.
Yeah, because
really
I think there was just a little bit of doubt, like he's not going to be the guy we had hoped he would be, and then he's proving all of us wrong this year. He's doing it with 50 points. He's doing it on the defensive side. He's a new man. What have you noticed?
I just noticed Doc Rivers is a pile of garbage and he stinks, and he's the reason I feel Maxey was not ready to shine the way. And also, I think Harden maybe schooled Maxey on a few things. Maxey said that a few times. Harden really took him under his wing. So maybe with Doc being gone, and it's now his time to grow up. And
were you giving Harden credit?
A little bit.
But he's a bum, yes?
Oh, he's a horrible human being.
Yeah.
He treated my friend Oscar rudely on an elevator one time. How dare he?
You've heard it here first.
Yeah.
Elevator rudeness is the worst.
Oh, he was like, don't take a picture of me. My friend's like, I'm just texting. I'm not like going to...
Oh, it was one of those.
Get over yourself, Harden. Yeah.
Let's go to the fan cam. I'm so thankful Nick Nurse is letting Tyrese. Koss is like the biggest Sixers fan, and I think she's right on the money.
Absolutely
there.
right.
Absolutely, and I do think, like you said, that Nick Nurse had played a huge role in this development of Tyrese.
And she touched on a little bit because Embiid's playing like a big man. He's down below. He's playing. He's not playing that perimeter. He's not trying to shoot a lot of threes. He'll shoot one if he's open. But it's nice to see a big man doing big man things down low.
I think it's cool to see the big man be the big man by himself. Like, he ain't got a Harden. There's no Ben Simmons. Screw it. This is his team.
Yeah.
And I really hope fantastic things happen with this squad because I like these guys a lot.
I do too.
It's a likable team.
Let's go back to the fan cam.
Maxey just dropped the 50-piece. Sixers winning games with relative ease. Our dynamic duo is everybody. Philadelphia. 76ers.
That's such a great song.
We have such good songs for all of our teams.
Not the Phillies.
Wait.
No, High Hopes is the best song. I'll fist fight you
I'm not
right
saying
now.
High Hopes. I'm saying the other one. I'm saying the one.
Dancing on My Own.
Back to Philadelphia.
No, Dancing on My Own.
That song stinks. No,
That's what I'm saying.
Can I just say that I knew that Paul was a very talented rapper, but I did not know he also had pipes. He could do
did.
it all.
He was not pitchy at all. He
Drop
was
the
right
album,
on.
Paul. Let's go.
We usually ask our guests, I just want to ask you quickly, your all-time favorite Philadelphia athlete?
Mike Schmidt.
Michael Jack Schmidt. All-time least favorite Philadelphia
Scott Rowland. He hates us and I hate him.
He's a Hall of Famer.
I don't care. And we gave him, John Middleton is such a good man. And he's my good friend, but he's a good man. And he gave him that little plaque in the Wall of Fame for the Phillies. I don't think he belongs there.
Okay.
But I hate him.
Philly.
Not John Middleton, Scott Rowland. No.
Philly captain.
Oh, Jason, thank you.
Thanks for
very much.
being here.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yes,
long distance fist bumps over there.
Love it. Great guest.
So he is obviously going to take his leave, but Jason and I going to be right back with your Go Vote. But in the meantime, you already know what's coming. It's the phone plug, 215-915-PHA. Which is understandable.
I'm going to go Niners. Okay, we will see you tomorrow night
Bye,
on the
thanks for joining
Fantastic
us.
Sports Show.